Now, before you crack another beer tonight, you might want to hear this. A new study says alcohol-related deaths are spiking across the nation, and even more so here in the state of Wisconsin, going up 25% in 2020. CBS 58's Frank Healy has more tonight. He joins us live in the newsroom. Frank.
Jessup, researchers say this could be caused by a variety of things, and while disruptions to physical and mental health care along with substance abuse treatment during the pandemic are definitely a part of it, this is something that was already happening for decades.
We looked at data that kind of gave us a sense of how much Wisconsinites drink, and it might not be that surprising, but Wisconsin is among one of the heaviest drinking states in the country.
Researcher with Wisconsin Policy Forum Ari Brown says nationally, people between 45 and 64 die from alcohol use at 33.5 people per 100,000. But here in Wisconsin, it's 41.3. While the biggest spike happened with the pandemic,
we've seen that rate increasing basically every year over the course of the 21st century.
While the study shows all age groups are impacted, researchers say it's much worse for older people. Something Maureen Busalaki with the Wisconsin Alcohol Policy Project says lines up.
You see people who are doing damage to themselves over a long period of time.
The study looks at things like alcoholic liver disease, mental and behavioral disorders due to use of alcohol, and alcohol poisoning. Not indirect deaths like drunk driving, meaning the issue may be even worse than the numbers let on.
I think it's time where we take a step back and say, we need to change this culture, and we can do it. And much of what happens is actually on the local level.
They say things like controlling access to alcohol or the number of liquor licenses given out could have an impact on this. However,
if there's any advocating that we're doing, it's saying this is a problem, and we do feel like it warrants some kind of a response from policymakers.
And these researchers say before the 21st century that alcohol-related deaths here in Wisconsin were more in line with the national numbers. If you or someone you know is struggling with alcohol, you can call the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration to get help, finding help at 1-800-662-4357. Frank Healy, CBS 58 News.